What up, y'all? It's Big Reek back at you, about to do the Celtics season preview. Yes, the season is finally here, man. We gonna beat the hell out of these Knicks tomorrow. But today, man, I just wanted to go up and down our lineup, players 1 through 14, and just give my thoughts and opinion on each player and what I can expect from each player this year and what you should expect from each player this year. We'll start from the bottom of the roster and work our way on up to that championship top, because we are the world champion. 18 time, 18 time, 18 time, 18 time, Boston Celtics. So yeah, let's start off with player number 14, in my opinion, Baron Shire, man. Whew. There was a lot of guys on the board draft night who I thought we should have got. Ulrich Chomsky, I think the name will haunt Celtics for a while. A couple of other guys I wanted, maybe Mokbo. There's a couple of other guys. But the bottom line is, I don't expect anything out of Shireman this year, or next year, or the year after that. The dude's 25 years old. He's too slow to play in the league. Uh, he can barely touch the rim. He can barely hit the side of the backboard with a jumper. You know, he was a 24-year-old kid beating up on 18 and 19-year-old kids, and he looked, okay doing it. This is the NBA. This is where the buck stops for a guy like that. He's no Hauser. Hauser is a dead eye shooter, straight dead eye. This kid opposite of Deadeye. He probably could get hot, from time to time and make a few shots, but he's not good enough to have the ball in his hand to get hot like that, man. You got to be able to spot up and hit a jumper and work off of other players, not have other players work off of you when your name is Bell and Shire. So yeah, I don't think he's gonna be too long on the roster. I give him a year or two and we hopefully get rid of him. Number 13, not much a better prospect in my opinion. Uh, what's your boy name? Jaden Springer. Yeah, Jaden Springer, he ain't all that. He stinks to me if you ask me. I'm not no Jaden Springer fan. I'm not gonna lie to you. Jaden Springer is kind of garbage in my opinion. But for some reason, we keeping him in front of a guy like J.D. Poopstain Davidson when it's shorty shit stain time to shine. So I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on Springer. I think he's a bum. I don't think he'll be a Celtic past this year. Number 13 on the roster. Number 12 on the roster. That brings us to the aforementioned J.D. Davidson. I like J.D. Davidson game. He's an exciting player. He's athletic. He can dunk on you. He can block the ball at the top of the cylinder. He's got a MX missile for a cock, as the guy in New Jack City said. You know what I'm saying? He gets up so high. But yeah, I like the guy, man. Think he's a good young player. And if the Celtics get rid of him, they'll rule the day that they ever got rid of motherfucking old JD. Just give him a little more time. Big Post player number 11, uh, Demas Cater. Cater is Cater. He's a capable backup big. Can't finish around the rim worth a fuck, but he'll rebound his own shit and put it back in. On nights when Horford's not playing, he may get 5 to 10 minutes a night, depending on how Luke and Tillman are rolling. And that gives me to our 10th man in the rotation, Mr. Tillman. Uh, yeah, I got Tillman at 10th. Tillman is, like I said, another decent big. He's playing around some great players up front, so I think Tillman will be able to hold his own as our 10th guy. Like I said, Nice Porzingis is hurt. Al not playing. He may get 10 to 15 minutes. Ninth on our rotation, well, at least in my opinion, I got him at 9 right now, is that boy, Jordan Walsh. I like Jordan Walsh, man. He be motherfucking balling. Balling like his head. Jordan Walsh. Looking like the living dead. No, I like Jordan Walsh though, man. He a good young kid, man. He got a lot of talent. He seems to work hard. He got a lot better. Man, the summer league, he looked like trash, y'all. The summer league, he was hot garbage. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Last summer league, you look good, then you ain't play all year. You come back second year summer league, and you tapped in garbage. Lord, he was stinky dude. But he looks a lot better now. And I I can see a ceiling of like a Andre Iguodala type on the Warriors when they had that guy coming off the bench that could just play all the positions and hit a three every now and then. Play hellacious defense positions 2 through 5. That's the type of player that Jordan wants to be. Anybody that could get a rebound and then push the ball, and not have to necessarily pass it, but can actually take a few dribbles and make a decision. That's a valuable player, in my opinion. A lot of guys, can't get the rebound, and then a lot of guys can get the rebound, but they can't take more than 2 dribbles without fumbling. So, a guy who can get the rebound and push the pace, got that Draymond Green in him, defender. I'm looking for big things for Jordan Walsh this year. Got number 8 in the rotation. I'm going Luke Cornett. And you know what he doing? He's Luke Cornett. Somehow he's moved up. Yeah, no, he's become a decent player. He's Luke Cornett 8 because he should be 9. Like what? Okay, so let me start again, man. 14th is Shire, man. 13th is Springer. 12th is Cater. 11th is Tillman. Okay, excuse me. 10th is Wash. Yeah, Don. And then Cornette is our ninth man. Cornette is your ninth man, ain't bad. He a good player. I mean, I used to hate on Cornette so bad, man, because Cornette, he just got on my nerves. He looked like a bum. You know what I mean? I just, Cornette. He looked like a big doofy white dude, man. Like, why are we keeping this guy on the team just because he's white and we need a crowd pleaser? But he turned himself into a solid NBA player, I must admit. And, big men take a long time to develop, and he's about 28 years old. He's in his prime. He should be a valuable backup big man this year. So then on to our real number 8 man in the rotation. That's Al Horford. God bless him. Al Horford at 39 years old, holding us together with string and duct tape. He still can roll out there and he can run from 3-point line to 3-point line. But most nights don't ask much more. I wouldn't even play Al more than 40 games this year. I would try to say whatever Al's got in the tank for the playoffs and play the three-headed monster of Cater, Tillman, and Cornette the majority of the season. And I would try to baby Porzingis and Horford until they get to the playoffs. One for age and one because he's a brittle motherfucker. So to the 7th man, guys, I really started getting some expectations for Sam Hauser. Sam Hauser, I'm expecting to average at least 10 points a game this year. I don't want to see Sam averaging 8. I don't want to see him averaging 7. I need Sam Hauser to be a legit 10 to 11 points a game this year. And, shoot 43% for the 3. Do what Sam Hauser does. Add a little bit off the dribble, with a little bit of creativity would be nice. But I don't even need that. I'm cool with Sam Hauser perfecting what Sam Hauser do, and that is catch and shoot. Be the best catch and shoot shooter in the NBA. If you can do that or be top five, you are doing exactly what you need to do, and we don't need you to do much else. Number six in the rotation, Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard. Looking like a young Steve Nash. You know how Steve Nash wrote all that when he first came in, but he just kept playing. I would love to see what a dad Tony would do with a Peyton Pritchard. I think he was just supercharged him. Like I really think under Dan Tony, Peyton Pritchard would average like 18 and 10, 18, 10 and 6. The team would score like 110 points a game. But he not played under D'Antoni. He played for the Celtics. So I'm hoping for about 13, 5 and 5 this year for my boy Pritchard to really step into that six-man role and start to wind down our our fifth guy, Drew Holiday. Drew is 34. He's still a defensive bulldog, a ball magnet, a playmaker extraordinaire, and a guy you want in the foxhole with you when it's time to go to war. But at the end of the day, you can't expect him game in and game out to be carrying the team. So if he can still contribute with about 12, 5, and 4 this year, 12 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, and some solid defense, I think that'll be more than enough with a guy like Peyton Pritchard really coming on behind him, averaging 13, 14 points a game. I look for Pritchard to average more points than Jrue Holiday this year and to make it tough to keep him out of closing lineups. Uh, the number 4 guy on the team is Derek White. I'm expecting another masterful year out of Derek. This year, I'm expecting Derek White to average somewhere around 16 points, 5 assists, and another 5 or 6 rebounds. First team all defense, maybe defensive player of the year, and of course, to average a block a game, to be the only guard to do it besides D Wade. He and D Wade next to list of guys on the 6'5" that average a block a game. So, I'm expecting nothing else other than another stellar year from my boy, Derek White. So then I go to our third player in the linchpin in the whole season, Porzingis. Lord, Lord, Lord. What are we going to do with Porzingis, y'all? Y'all get in the comment section, like and subscribe. How many games would you play Porzingis this year? If he could come back in December, would you play Porzingis 50 games? I don't want to play Porzingis 50 games. I'm looking to bring Porzingis back somewhere mid-January, keep him off of back-to-backs, play him about 30 games, and hope this guy can be who we need to be come playoff time. We're going to need him against the Karl Anthony Townsends and maybe the Joel Embiids if he can stay healthy. But as long as we got Porzingis on the team, to be honest, to me, there's not anybody who can play with the Celtics. Porzingis, Brown, and Tatum is just the ultimate duo. Is too much size, it's too much strength, it's too much skill, too much athleticism in each man. Porzingis is 7'3", dog. Porzingis is 7'3". All right. And so with that being said, he gets easy buckets. And he can shoot. You can't double team him because of all the mass talent around him. He just makes it unfair. So I'm looking for 30 to 40 games out of Porzingis, a full playoff run, and in those games, can you average 20 and 8 for me? 20 and 8 or 50% for the field, 38% for three. I think that's what we can expect for Porzingis this year. On to our second best player, Jaylen Brown. What you thought I was gonna say? Tatum? Hell no, it's Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown's our second best player and a top 10 player in the league. I expect him to improve once again. Jaylen Brown improves every year. He reminds me of like Jimmy Butler. He's getting to that Jimmy Butler type status in the playoffs too, where he's just a vicious dude that can turn it up and get hot at the right moments in time and a big play dude. Yeah, Brown is rapidly ascending. I'm looking for Brown to make third team, just maybe second team on the NBA. I think Brown might turn it up even more this year, probably average around 25 a game. The Celtics will win 60 games, and Brown will probably give you 6 rebounds and a career high 5 assists a game. His passing looks really good this preseason. Definitely a improved aspect of his game. I think he can keep his turnovers under 2 or 3 a game. You got what you got, the Hall of Fame player and the rated Eastern Conference and Finals MVP. And then to our main guy, the number one player on the Boston Celtics, the greatest Celtic since Larry Bird, better than Garnett, better than Pierce, Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum, this is your time to shine. I'm expecting nothing less than a top 3 finish in the MVP vote this year. Jason Tatum to average over 30 points a game this year, back for the second time, and the only Celtic to ever average over 30 points a game. That's what I'm expecting from Jason Tatum. I also expect him to win his elusive Finals MVP on his third try. Uh, there's nothing else for Tatum to prove to you niggas. A lot of niggas like to hate on Tatum. They talk about he the sixth or seventh best player. There's no way you could put Shea Gilgeous Alexander or Anthony Edwards or any of these bums that have never won anything over a guy who's won the title, been in the finals twice, and stays in the final four contention every single year that he's been in the league, except for one. The dude has had more playoff points at the age of 26 than any player in NBA history. These are facts we can't deny. For a first team NBA, this guy is phenomenal, a top 3 player in the league, in my opinion. I give you a Joker. I give you begrudgingly maybe Luca, and then I'm going Taylor. Giannis is nice, but I just don't think Giannis is quite at the peak of his powers anymore. I don't think Tatum is coming right into his. And what you're gonna see from Tatum this year is a whole nother story. Embiid, this is a guy who can't play back to backs. Never been out of the second round of the playoffs. How can you put a guy like that over Tatum? And Tatum has beat this guy like 3 different times in the playoffs. He beat him with 3 different versions of his team and 3 different versions of his team. And every time, Tatum sends his black ass home. Stop telling me Embiid is better than Tatum. It's just not it. So that's what I'm expecting for the Boston Celtics this year. I hope you like this preview. Like and subscribe. Get in the comment section. Tell me where you agree, disagree. Oh, yeah. And the Heat and the Knicks, get off our dick.